Now, back in Hangzhou, the summit between President Park Geun-hye and President Xi Jin-ping put the THADD deployment to South Korea once again in the spotlight, as well as some positive signs that bilateral ties will not worsen. What are the implications and the focus of the talks? Our Kim Hyesung has an analysis.
The summit talk between leaders of Korea and China in Hangzhou Monday was highly anticipated due to the deployment of THADD to the Korean peninsula, an issue that heightened tensions between Seoul and Beijing in recent weeks.
The summit was an overall positive. Although President Xi Jin-ping expressed China's opposition to the deployment of THAAD to Korea, he didn't imply that Seoul should withdraw from such a plan, nor he talked about the issue in a strong, aggressive way. Moreover, 90% of the talks focused on cooperation, mutual trust and upgrading bilateral relation, while only 10% was about THAAD.
During the 46-minute summit, President Xi emphasized the close historical ties that Korea and China have by mentioning the Chinese people's cooperation to protect Korean independence movement leader Kim Hyesung in Hangzhou back in the 1930s during Japan's colonial rule.
China and Korea are close neighbors. We have a broad range of common interests in the rapidly changing environment surrounding the Korean peninsula and Northeast Asia.
Some experts also pointed out that while the two leaders recognize THAAD as a conflict of interest that should be addressed, there were no details as to how they will reach a compromise.
Talks between the two leaders were very general and vague. There is still no specific details on how they will narrow their differences or about how they will cooperate.
Nonetheless, the general consensus is that tensions between Seoul and Beijing have been alleviated.
Today's summit removed concerns that bilateral relations between Seoul and Beijing may worsen. Both recognize the need for one another in addressing complicated issues in the Asia-Pacific region.
Although details still need to be ironed out regarding THAAD, experts in general are seeing a promising future in Korea-China bilateral ties, but they also suggested that constructive communication and multilateral cooperation will be key for such goal. Kim Hyesung, Arirang News.